doing, dude? High five. Howdy guys, welcome back to Scott's Speed Shop as always. Jed here, and today, well, we're working on Jezebel. And you may be asking yourself, what are we working on? Well, I just got back from the hardware store driving this old girl, putting miles on her, and so far she's proving dependable. Dual points, rocking and rolling. So, air cleaners, big issue as always, because the scoop kind of tapers in the back, and it limits our ability to put any kind of air filter, and we got like 16 inches we can work with, and that's kind of a pain in the butt. And I really don't like the idea of running these little chrome guys, which is what I've been running. Engine Masters prove they kill power, they don't breathe too good, but they're doing the job for now. What I have to solve this, well, this was an air cleaner we had from Dad's Hemi that we tried to use. Unfortunately, it's too long, and it's too wide, and it's like every dimension's wrong. So, got this Speedmaster unit, and it looks like Speedmaster made it. It's kind of a pile of crap, but got a Jegs filter, because it's much thinner than the Speedmaster filter, which is like twice as thick. So with these coupled together, we get something like that. It's a little too hot roddy, show-offy for my tastes, really, but it meets the dimensions just barely. And by barely, I mean it literally doesn't quite, like this is not fully centered, but when it sits back where it's supposed to, the tip of the carburetor is actually poking out the flange. And there's nothing holding the filter really in place besides, you know, the single wing nut. So here's where my solutions really come in. So we're going to retain the single wing nut that holds this in place, because we don't want to try and do all the math, try and get a wing nut here and a wing nut here and then plug that hole. So here's how this looks. We overshroud both the carburetors just barely. It's nowhere real important. Well, that one is covering that air bleed, so we'll have to keep in mind of that. This may not work at all, actually, if it's going to cover the air bleeds. We'll just double check that before we get too crazy. So we got some flat aluminum, and this, I'll remove that crappy filter, will sit all the way across there, and that'll capture our studs, and then the base will bolt to the carburetors. And then we got some 90-degree bracket here, and this will go up underneath, and that'll retain the edge of our filter. In every direction we'll put a little tab up in the front and a little tab in the back, and that'll hold our filter exactly where we need it if this works. And in the future, I think it'd be super cool to like build like a big old tray, and it goes into those bolt holes that are there for whatever reason, and it kind of goes over the carburetors and drops down and connects to the hood with a big piece of foam, and actually seals the carburetors away from all the heat. So that way it's getting nothing but nice fresh air. Not that it really matters, but I think that would be kind of neat. So, I'm going to get to work, see if we can make this work, and if not, well, we'll just rock the two little guys. Alrighty, so progress update on the air cleaner. Oh yeah, Dad's home. Let's see. Oh yes. So I guess from now on, when I'm working on Jezebel, Dad's gonna work on the van. So we welded some little tabbies on the outside to support the air cleaner. We got a pretty good sight picture there, pretty good picture back there. I don't think it's as important covering the air bleeds in the back, because air is gonna be going in this direction, so it'll catch them anyways. We're gonna rock this guy. I thought about making a plexiglass cover, but I just don't think it'll have enough support. Oh yeah, more van. Van is just glorious. You know how cool it is watching that thing move? Just look at that thing. Just look at that big, beautiful burrito. Maybe not burrito. It's like a giant. I know. If only it was yellow, we could call it the Twinkie. Alrighty, so there's our little tabbies welded on the inside, hold the filter in place. So it's held on each side. And now we just set that on there. should all just kind of self-align. Yeah, there we go. So there's that guy. And now we get to pull all this back off. Come here. And then we're going to cut this strap, and it's going to weld here in the center and come out and touch that stud and that stud, but not out to this outer flange. Wow, look at everything's blue from the scoop. That's freaking cool. And the whole thought is so we don't cover all this stuff up in the front. Plus, this filter is so short, it actually lives on this part of the carburetor right there. So, yeah. Fortunately, that's the only filter we could find that would work with like that air cleaner top. Alrighty, so now that we have that new air cleaner fabricated for Jezebel, and the birds have made a target out of her. Thank you, birds. And we got our new decal packs all set up. I think we need to fire this old girl up and take her for a spin. We're not going to go for an excessively long drive. We got other cars we got to work on today, aka Dad's van. And that'll be another video for you guys, but I'm going to set you up and we're going to fire up old Jezebel for the world. World be known, dual points, carburetors. There she is, she's warming up. Quiet exhaust is active. By the way, we have put, let's see, about 60 miles on the car so far. I've literally been daily driving Jezebel. If I gotta get groceries or I gotta deliver a package, I drive Jezebel just to help rack up that 500 break-in miles. And I mean, it's doing pretty good. Wow, the car's shaking. You ain't gonna be able to see it on the camera, but the car is literally shaking. That's cooler than heck. I wish I could capture that on video. But I'm gonna let her warm up. We'll check back in. I want to show you something. So, quiet exhaust. Throttle response like a small block. Let's just see in here. That's better. You can't tell me you're not impressed in just the slightest bit. Let's get her on the road. So we're in the cockpit of Jezebel. We are joined by Dad, who will be filming our little ride-along. What says you, Dad?
I reckon so. You could at least wash the freaking windshield.
That giant piece of bird poop don't really get in the way too bad. No, Willie. get that down, releasing the clutch. Oh, you guys have to let me know what Dad's reaction was like when we got on her a little bit. I'm scared to really go full throttle. Just because this thing has got so much torque, it ain't even funny. Says you did. There you go. Danny Brewer, you did a fantastic job machining second gear. It don't pop out no more. Jesse Heberling, good friend, did a great job with the transmission.